Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Gerardo Capiel, and I lead product management for consumer payment products here at Google. And with me is my partner in crime, Varuch Chatilian, who leads the engineering side. Payments are at the heart of commerce. If I want to buy a cup of coffee, I got to pay for it. Payments are that link between desire and fulfillment. And that link is paramount to making your apps grow and your businesses thrive. Unfortunately, that link is also a major pain point for many of you, particularly on the mobile web, where conversion rates are a third of what they are on desktop. We're constantly thinking about how to make payments easier, faster, and safer. Today, we're going to be talking to you about the foundation that we've built with Android Pay and about how we're expanding our APIs to enable richer commerce experiences, both online and in-store. Take it away, Varuch.
The foundation, as Gerardo mentioned, is Android Pay, our solution for fast and secure mobile payments. Over the past year, the team's been working around the clock to scale this foundation globally. And I'm so proud to say that Android Pay is now available in 10 markets. But we're not stopping there. In the coming months, we'll be launching in Brazil, Canada, Russia, Spain, and Taiwan. So the momentum and the traction is just incredible. I'm personally very excited about Brazil, because it'll be the first Latin American country, and I really want to visit there. We're not just strengthening the foundation by expanding it. We're strengthening it also through partnerships. One example of this is the push provisioning APIs. These APIs allow issuers to embed core Android Pay functionality directly into their own apps. So that, for example, in this case, a Discover app user can simply click the link for Add Card. This will provision their card to their device, and they can go into a store, tap and pay to purchase a good without ever having installed the Android Pay app. The issuers that have integrated the push provisioning APIs to date have seen phenomenal success, and we're really proud of this API. We're also strengthening this foundation by partnering with app developers. We're doing this through the Android Pay in-app APIs that thousands of apps have now integrated with. And these APIs are bringing seamless, streamlined, and very smooth checkout to these apps that are integrating. For example, the Jet.com app is seeing a 3.5x conversion rate increase just by implementing these in-app APIs in their checkout flow. We're also expanding this foundation to the mobile web, and we're bringing Android Pay to the mobile web. And we're doing that through the payment request APIs in Chrome. So we're very excited about that. And recently, Washington Post integrated with these APIs, and they've seen very nice success with the streamlined and native experience that they're seeing in their mobile web checkout flow. We're very excited about all the momentum we're seeing in building this foundation that we've built over the past year. Now I'd like to pass it over to Gerardo so he can talk about how we're building on top of this foundation that we have so that we can expose our users to even greater mobile payment experiences. Gerardo?
Thanks, Varuch. Great. So let's start with online. As many of you know, having a streamlined checkout experience is critical for your websites to grow and for your business to thrive. We want to make it easier for you to make it easier for your users to transact online and not have to deal with onerous forms. And we're going to do that two ways. First, we're collaborating with the major payment platforms. Last year, we announced initiatives with Visa and MasterCard. And as you might have heard in Sridhar's keynote earlier, we're adding PayPal to that list. As we roll out each of those integrations, users will be able to link either Visa Checkout, MasterPass, or PayPal to their Android Pay account, and they will enjoy a streamlined authentication and payment experience. And the best part is they don't have to do any additional work if they're already accepting Visa Checkout, MasterPass, or PayPal. So let's take a look at how that works. We flip the phone, please. Great. All right, so it's starting to get hot out there already. Summer is around the corner. And I'm starting to think about it's time to spend some time around the pool. So what do I like to have around the pool? Well, margaritas, that's for sure. And so earlier today, I went and started looking around for some margarita mix, and I have some in my shopping cart right here. Skinny Williams-Sonoma margarita mix. Williams-Sonoma, great e-commerce site. And so I think I have enough margarita mix, and now I'm ready to check out. So down here, I see a Visa Checkout button. Now, when I click that button, voila, I see the cards. I'm already logged in, and I see my Visa cards already. I didn't have to enter in my username or my password. It's that simple. And the best part is, to finish, I just apply my fingerprint, and voila again, I'm done. Just a really fantastic experience. And like I said, the best part is that Williams-Sonoma already has Visa Checkout. So when we roll out that integration and Android Pay users link their Visa Checkout account to Android Pay, they'll be ready to go. Nothing else to do. But we're not stopping there. As you probably heard earlier today, our users have saved hundreds of millions of payment instruments to their Google account. And they do that when they're making purchases on Google Play, on YouTube, or transacting in Chrome. And the benefit of that is that they get a simplified checkout experience on future purchases. It's a really great experience. So what if we could bring that simplified checkout experience to your apps and the websites that you build? Well, as hopefully you heard in the earlier keynote, today we announced the Google Payment API. And when you implement that API, your customers will be able to quickly check out using any of the cards in their Google account. Just super simple. And that's going to work, as I said, in apps, on the web, and as you'll see in a bit, the assistant. So let's take a look at that. So I'm going to pop over here, and let's bring it back. Great. And I'm going to fire up one of my favorite apps, the Wish app. And Wish has been testing this API with us over the last couple of months. And so I was talking about summer, the pool. I need some pool toys. I love this inflatable lounger. But unfortunately, last year, I jumped off the diving board, belly flopped onto the lounger, and popped it. So I need another one. So I have it in my shopping cart already, ready to go. And if I see at the bottom of the screen, there's a Pay with Google button. When I click that button, I see one of the last card that I use. But if I click further, I can see all the cards in my Google account, including those that I added through Android Pay. hit continue, and voila again, transaction is complete. It's really fantastic, super simple, love it. So in the next few months, we're going to be piloting the Google Payment API with a number of leading merchants and apps. And we want all of you to be able to pilot this app and implement it. And to accelerate that process, we're partnering with leading payment processors such as Braintree and Stripe and Vantiv, ACI, Adyen, First Data, and WorldPay. We're really excited to see what you all do with the API and what fantastic conversion rates you get. Soon, we're going to be uploading our developer documentation. And in the meantime, I encourage you all to go to developers.google.com/payments and register to get notifications of when the developer documentation is available so you can get going. Now, as I've mentioned, this also works on websites. So tomorrow morning, I would encourage you all to go get a cup of coffee, free on us. You don't have to pay for it. And go to the Future of Web Payments session on stage 6 at 8:30 a.m. But if you can't get up that early, and I'll be up that early, I'll be there. We have office hours at 9:30 a.m. tomorrow, and at Friday at 11:30 a.m. Hope to see you all there. So now that you've seen how easy it is to do transactions on the web and in apps, let's talk about how seamless transactions can be in the Assistant. So I hope a lot of you here in the crowd own a Google Home. And if you do, you've hopefully had the opportunity to buy everyday essentials from over 50 merchants, including Whole Foods and Walgreens. Soon, we're going to be adding even more merchants who have integrated with our Google Shopping APIs. But we're taking it one step further. We're also going to enable you all to build purchase actions with the Assistant. And in case you didn't see it at the last session, here's how it works. So the user simply says, I want to talk to Panera. They specify what they want to order. Panera might even suggest some drinks that they might want to go with that order. And then the user is able to complete the transaction using the cards in their Google account and authenticate with their fingerprint. That simple. Fantastic experience. So now you see how we're making the Assistant an even greater platform for commerce.
Wow, Gerardo, that was super cool. How about we use the Assistant to order some Panera for after the session?
OK, but let me pay you back for dinner. I don't want it to be just on you. And what I can do is I'll send you some money using our new Gmail send money function.
Nah, everyone's seen that feature before. How about you pay, and I'll show the audience something really cool that no one's seen before.
OK.
Who wants to see something super cool? Come on, let's hear it. All right, so let's move to cast 1. There you go. OK, Google, send $10 to Gerardo for dinner. Yes.
Woo! Awesome.
I think you have to go back a slide. Let's go back 2 slides.
So, thank you. As you saw, we're adding P2P to the assistant. And it will leverage the debit cards in your Google account to send money to friends and others. And we're just getting started. We plan to soon onboard other P2P providers. Farouj?
So Gerardo's shown some really cool stuff that we're working on in mobile payments in the online space. We all know that 85% of commerce still happens in stores. So I'd like to talk to you a bit about how we're enhancing our merchant-facing APIs to give your customers a better in-store experience. At the center of it all is loyalty. Loyalty is a connection between you, the merchant, and your customers, the user. And we'd like to help you with loyalty in 3 ways. We'd like to help you, 1, with enrollment. So helping expose your loyalty programs to Android Pay users and signing them up. 2, with engagement. Once the Android Pay user has your loyalty card associated in their Android Pay account, being able to push offers to them that are relevant to them, personalized to them. And 3, we'd like to help you with easy redemption and earning of loyalty points and offers, so that just with a simple NFC tap, what we call a smart tap, the user with Android Pay can transmit loyalty and offer information just as easily as they pay today with Android Pay. So let's look at each of these 3 individually. So say I'm an Android Pay user, and I need to go to Walgreens to pick up some shampoo. It's for my daughter, of course. So Android Pay will send the following notification. It says, faster checkout at Walgreens. Add your Balance Rewards to Android Pay for an easier way to save. Balance Rewards is a loyalty program for Walgreens. And Walgreens has implemented our Smart Tap technology at their payment terminals. So with one tap on this notification and a few things in the Android Pay app, we can easily sign up the Android Pay user for the Walgreens Balance Rewards loyalty program. So super exciting. But we've taken it a step further. Say I'm a Balance Rewards member, and I'm an Android Pay user, but I haven't connected my Balance Rewards card to my Android Pay. So let's move to the demo. This is cast 2. The second cast. You cast a 1. Mm-hmm. Oh, there we go. Great. Oh, that's the wrong one, actually. Let's see. I'm going to try some magic here. Oh, actually, I really need to be casted. There we go. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Actually, these are demo slides, I guess. Oh, perfect. I think it's a device. All right. So we're on cast 2 now. So now I'm buying a bag of nuts. And I have to remember my phone number here. I think it was that landline that I had 4 years ago. I think it was, OK. Now I tap. So now I've tapped to pay, but I've entered my loyalty information manually. Wouldn't it be magical if I was somehow told that I can now add this balance rewards card that I entered manually into Android Pay automatically? Wow, that's pretty cool. We just got a notification from Android Pay. And with a single click in the app, we can now save this balance rewards card that I used manually into Android Pay so that on subsequent visits, I don't have to actually punch in my phone number on the payment terminal and remember what my number was on that landline years ago. So the second pillar of loyalty, and the second area we'd like to help you with, is engagement. How do you engage with that customer that saved your loyalty card in Android Pay and push them offers so that they'll come back to your store? For this, we have another demo with a Panera app. And the Panera loyalty program is actually called the My Panera program. So if we can go to, there we go. So I'm going to go into the Panera app, and I'm going to click on rewards. There you go. And what I'll do is I'll save my Panera card to Android Pay by this one click of this button. Great. So my Panera loyalty card is now saved to Android Pay. Now if I go into Android Pay, I see the My Panera loyalty card, which is really cool. When I click into it, we'll actually see a rich set of offers associated with my Panera card. What's even cooler is if I'm walking by a Panera, I will actually get a geo notification that tells me I have offers available to be redeemed at the Panera store. So this is a great way in which to engage your customers after they've linked their loyalty program into Android Pay. And these new card-linked offer APIs are now available. And you guys can take a look at them at developers.google.com/payments. So now let's move to the last part, the last feature that we'd like to help you with. And that's to redeem loyalty and offers at the store. So I mentioned about SmartTap. We're very excited to announce that SmartTap is also rolling out in Singapore with NTUC Link, our first international partner. But more than that, we're happy to announce that SmartTap will be available to businesses of all sizes, including small and medium-sized businesses. And in order to do that, we've partnered with Clover, a first data company. I'm sure you've all seen the slick point-of-sale and payment terminals at your local restaurant and cafes. But the Clover terminals now support SmartTap technologies to allow for easy redemption of loyalty and offers. So I'd like to invite John Beatty, the CEO of Clover, to come up and say a few words about the collaboration.
Wonderful.
Please give him a hearty round of applause.
Thanks, Varouj. So we at Clover are huge fans of what Varouj and Gerardo are doing here to really push the boundaries in commerce and consumer experiences in commerce. So let's give these guys a hand.
Thanks.
And it dovetails perfectly with Clover's role. So Clover's mission is to enable innovation in commerce on the merchant side. Now, we do this in two ways. We provide open platforms in point of sale and payments to developers, and then also through our parent company, First Data, one of the world's leading payments technology companies, we provide broad distribution capabilities to our vast array of merchants, both in the US and in many, many countries worldwide. Now, we'll be supporting SmartTap in two ways. First, in our open payments platform. This allows these devices here that I'll demo here in a moment to be able to do SmartTap interactions. And so we're also happy to announce that 2 of our partners, ShopKeep and Bypass Mobile, will be building SmartTap-enabled experiences through the Clover platform. Secondly, the Clover customer engagement suite of products, through that suite of products, we'll be enabling SmartTap technology to a vast array of our small businesses in the US. We've shipped over 500,000 devices to small businesses in the US. And through this, consumers and merchants will have some fantastic user experiences. Now, there's 3 things about SmartTap that I really like. First is simplicity. It doesn't get simpler than tapping to earn, redeem, and pay. It could hardly be simpler. Second, it drives real value for merchants. When a customer enrolls through SmartTap, what the merchant will be able to do is push offers and rewards directly into Android Pay for those consumers. They can also send offers if, say, you have a lapsed customer and you want to incent them to come back to your store. So, it's really a marketing technology that I personally want. It's both convenient and it's in context. So, lastly, it also does one other thing, which is it enables all sorts of other innovation. You can imagine a scenario where you buy something online. It could be on the mobile web. It could be in a native app. And say you buy it online, and then you want to redeem in store, pick it up in store. You could save to Android Pay, come in, and then tap to present proof of purchase. There's many, many other things that we've been thinking about in online to offline commerce and offline to online commerce that are really enabled by this. So if you need to build anything that touches consumers on the other side of the counter with merchant technology, please check us out, clover.com/developers. So back to you, Bruce.
All right. Thank you, John. At this point, I know 2 things for certain about every member of the audience here. 1, everyone can use a snack, right? And number 2, everyone wants to check out some of these loyalty features in Android Pay that we've been talking about. Of course, right? So we got something special for you. We've created a game called Tap for Treats around I/O. All you have to do is download the I/O loyalty card from going to this URL or from the I/O app. And you have to find the Clover SmartTap terminals around the venue. And if you find all 5 of these terminals, you will get a limited edition Android robot that looks like me. No, it's actually a limited edition Android Pay bot that's not sold in the store. So highly encourage you to do that. And I'd like to see if John could show us how the SmartTap works on a Clover terminal. We have one right here.
Sure. So what I have here is my phone with a Tap for Treats loyalty card here. Here, I have a Clover Mini, which is a fantastic customer-facing payment device. Happens to be based on Clover OS, using AOSP. And then on this side is our merchant-facing device. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this. I'm simply going to hold this here. I'm going to tap. Now, you'll see here that it welcomes me by name. It says, "Welcome to Google I/O 2017, John." Now, one extra thing, and this is another thing I forgot to mention that I love about SmartTap, is it enables additional personalization at the point of sale. So over here on the merchant side, this is still a prototype, and we'll certainly improve this, but it has my name here. You can imagine that it could do things like pull up my previous order. The merchant could greet me by name, ask me if I want my usual. And so I'll go ahead here, and I'm just going to check out just real quick here. And then right here, you'll be able to see if I just refresh this, that now I have my extra loyalty point.
And so John gets a treat.
Ah, that is fantastic.
This is Shave Ice from Powder. And it's a SmartTap terminal right here on Porch 1. So thank you very much, John.
Wonderful. Hey, thanks, everyone. All right, thanks, Bruce.
Yeah. Gerardo, back to you.
So cool. So hopefully, well, John's getting a real taste, but hopefully you all have gotten a taste of how we're making payments faster, easier, and safer. You've heard how we're collaborating with the major payment platforms like Visa, MasterCard, and PayPal. How we're scaling our solution by enabling users to pay with the cards in their Google account. And how we're helping merchants generate loyalty among their customers through our expanded APIs. We can't do all this innovation by ourselves. We need all of you to participate, and we thank you for your support. We look forward to working with you between now and the next I/O. And just to wrap up with some final points, I'm going to turn it back to Varooj.
All right, so if you have any questions about any of the features you've seen or any of the demos that you've seen, please go to developers.google.com/payments. You can get information about everything you've seen today. Also, these are the listings for our office hours and our code lab. So please drop by so we can give you some hands-on experience with some of this technology. I'd also like to direct you to two sessions with related content. One is for Android developers called Improved Sign-In, Payment, and Data Entry in Your Apps. And one is for Chrome developers called Web Payments, Making It Easy for Users to Give You Money. So thank you very much for your attention, and go ahead and tap for treats. Thank you.